is cold, but it's fair. In these days of time, you never know what you're able to bear. Everyday situations we face are unpredictable, like mystical. The pieces of the puzzle are scattered. Gotta pick which one goes where. Truth is there, mental opposition we face. You either win or you lose the race. Make no mistake, or you can speed up your pace.
So let me start off by saying love and light
action. Now you're relaxing. The plan is what you say. Your picture is what they saw. The final scene is when your loved ones had to say goodbye when they buried you. In these days of time, it ain't no joke. Think it's a game and you might end up getting played like a game. These fans get your life set. Either live or die, become a victim to get your mind right. So who's to blame? Is it Abel or Cain? Adam and Eve, the streets of the first from birth passed on to the sea. Heaven to hell, devil or prison cell is what we face in these days.
All right, so
who's to blame? Is it Abel or Cain? Adam and Eve, the streets
what's up, y'all? Just want to do this quick video of an experience that I just had. Might not be nothing, but let your boy tell the story for you, right? Let me show you how the spirit moves. Let me show you how the Most High will work through you, right? Let me show you. Let me show you, but let me breathe on you, right? Let me talk to y'all for a second, because you know I get this vibe that some really they either try to take my kindness for a weakness, or they trying to make it as if I don't know what I'm talking about. Right? But let me breathe on y'all. Let me breathe on y'all real quick. I'm out in traffic too, just so y'all know. No music on this one. Just a little bit of spiritual knowledge, right? So let me tell y'all what my experience just was. You think it was good, bad? Which one you think it is? I ain't gonna make y'all guess. But let me park real quick and then I'll get to it. Yeah, how's everybody? And that's if anybody's in here. But if not, then may this video reach those that it's meant for, right? But I'm gonna breathe on y'all real quick about something that just happened to me. Let me show you, or let me tell you. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how the Most High works through you when you least expect it, right? So I just got through chopping it up with my mother, right? And then, you know, cause I'm telling, you know, when she said you about to get good, I'm like, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? I'm things got to get taken care of, right? So I'm on the move, and I'm saying to myself, well, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Because my plan was to make a drop, right? A few dollars on my account at my credit union, right? But I say, well, they're about to close, so let me make this other move, right? And I end up redirecting and taking my route. So as I'm en route, I hit the back roads to get to where I'm trying to get to. And next thing you know, I pull up on a car, right? I pull up behind a car because I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight through when this light turned. But then I noticed that either it was their brakes or they didn't know what they was doing, right? Or they had their hazards on, their hazard lights. And I don't know why my um, image just dropped out, but dropped out. There you go. I had to turn it back on. I don't know what that was about, but I like that though. Shoot, yeah. So yeah. So let me finish up real quick. Finish up the story. So I'm behind them. I don't know who it is, and lo and behold, they got car problems. They car done stalled out on them, right? So I'm saying to myself, well, do I help them? Don't I help them? They got help on the way. I'm just trying to get by, right? So I end up having to turn off. I had to turn off. And when I turned off, as I'm turning off, as I get to the side, I see that it's a sister, right? It's a black woman, a sister, right? And I looked at her, and then I something crossed my mind. So as that crossed my mind, I end up turning off. I bent off, and also what's in mind is to help her, right? You know what I'm saying? Because the thought is already not to help her. I'll get to that in a second, or why, what that thought was. But I end up turning off, and I end up bending around and coming back because I'm still trying to get to where I'm trying to get to make this stop real quick. Then I'm gonna make my next move. So next thing you know, I end up parking, and I end up walking over there to a car, and I asked her, did she, you know what I'm saying? I end up saying it wasn't just her. The baby was in the car too. And the baby got her head down, or it could have been a little boy or whatever, but they had their head down, and so then she had opened the door, but then she had ended up having the baby to open the door to talk to me, and I say, you want me to push you over? You know what I'm saying? So you can park and get out the street. And she just like, well, my brother on his way. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. She said, I don't know where yet. I think he close somewhere around here. I just talked to him. So I say, okay, cool. So next thing you know, her brother fly past, whoa, right? And she like, there he is right there. So I'm like, okay, cool. We gonna get you gone, right? So he pull up on the top part of the hill, and I don't even know if the video is, I mean, not the video, but the audio is gonna play on this. I hope this go through. But he end up getting out the car, say, what's up? Yeah, I see your family and woo, right? So he like, yeah, man, I appreciate it. So we end up pushing the car, right? Well, as we try to push the car, she got it in park, woo. She like, get off the brake, or you know what I'm saying, put it in neutral, right? So she end up finally getting it in neutral, and we pushed that thing over into Harding's parking lot. Mind you, I'm on Stadium Drive, right? For those who know, right? In the zoo, Stadium Drive, right? And get her over, we push it, whatever, give it a good, you know what I'm saying, good push, last push, and gave him some, he appreciated family, and gave him some love, and told him, remember Zorilla, right? And love and light. So next thing you know, she ended up getting over. She parked. So I say, well, let me, you know, let me hit her with the your digs just in case, to let her know how she can appreciate the artist for the people, right? So I tell her, to show her appreciation, make sure she, she she visit the site, visit the site, chiefadamthegreat.com, right? So then she said, well, what do you do? I say, well, I'm a recording artist, but I'm also the voice for the people. So then she just, she looked and she thanked me. She's thank you. You know what I'm saying? And so I went on about my business and I went off into the store, right? So peep this though, because it's gonna get good. So I end up going to the store to get what I was trying to get. And come to find out, they closed the spot in the store to where, what I was trying to get. So I said, oh man, okay. So cool. So I end up grabbing, old light beef sticks, right? Yeah, I like something, right? I grabbed two of them. So got them and came back out. And when I came back out, hold on, I gotta take a sip on this. When I came back out, I thought I had seen the car leaving, right? That this sister was in and her baby. I swore that I saw this car leaving up out the parking lot. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So I say, okay, cool, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Got style, she gone. So, but I say, well, let me get out to this parking lot so I can see if she actually gone or not. And sure enough, she gone. She off in the air. You hear me? So that's my story on that, right? But it I'm like, what happened? In my mind, I'm saying, what happened? And I just shook my head and smiled because I feel like that. I always tell y'all that nothing happens for nothing. And something always happens for a reason, right? So my question to y'all, now that y'all know the story and the end part of it, do y'all think that it was meant? Do you think it was meant for me to run into this sister of my tone? I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing, right? Was it meant? Was I being tested? Do you think that the Most High, Supreme Creator, Almighty God, Allah, was testing me? Was I being tested at that very moment? Was I being tested? Do you think I man, if this video don't reach the people that it need to reach, because this is my light testimony, right? And I could be tripping, I could be cuckoo, I'm going overboard, or I'm reaching. You reaching, right? But is it possible? Is it possible that I was being tested without even knowing that I was being tested? That little moment right there. Because how is it that her car was in the middle of the street, stopped at the stoplight, right? It's at the stoplight. She called her brother and everything, and we go through that, you know what I'm saying, and we get it out to her, and she parked, whoop. And she say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I go in the store and come back out, and the car is gone. And disappeared in thin air, right? What was the chances? Right? Was I being tested? What was the chances? Was I being tested? Do y'all think that I was being tested? Could that have been a test? Because I'm going to tell you, let me tell you something, right? There's a sister that I listen to, and I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that too. Right now, I don't want to be too long on this video, but there was something that a sister said, right? She was on point. She like, this is why black men don't stop to help black women, right? Because she was touching on a situation where um equal about women wanting to be equal with men and all this stuff, um and how black women and these Caucasian women, you know what I'm saying, they the join forces for this equality stuff, right? And I don't want to get too far off into that either right now. I'll say that for another video. I'm trying to stay on cue, right? But she said this is why. This she broke. Okay, so I got clipped, right? I got clipped, so I'm gonna try to finish this up real quick because they playing with the line. Maybe they don't want me to get this God's flow out to y'all, right? But Pete, oh, the sister basically says, hey, this is why black men don't help or don't stop to help black women no more. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. And she giving all of the breakdowns to why. And I bring that up to where I was saying earlier about there was a thought in my mind not to help, right? And part of the reason was because of that right there. Why black men of my tone don't want to help you black women no more. You know what I'm saying? If y'all in distress and y'all going through something, or y'all, you know what I'm saying, little situations like that. You got people, you got cars just they keeping it moving. They keeping it moving. They see they see what's going on. They they gone, right? Whoever it is, Caucasian, everybody dipped off. Everybody dipped off. Nobody took the initiative to just get out and say, hey, is you all right? Is you need some help? You want you let me push you over or whatever. Nobody did it. And it wasn't on me to wait. Oh, I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna break my phone out. Ooh, I'm gonna get this footage, right? Everything ain't to be videoed. Everything ain't to, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't to be televised like that. You know what I'm saying? Put out there like that. Um, there's a scripture that pertains to that too, where you out in the public and you want everybody to see everything. Here I am. Look at me, y'all. Look at what I'm doing. Like that. Look at me. Look what I'm doing. Hey, look, y'all. Look, this is what I'm doing, right? And it's like everybody, not everybody, but it seems that our people are so programmed to get these hell devices and instead of focusing on the situation at hand, they gotta grab, you know what I'm saying? They grab that boy and they, videoing or whatever, right? She was on her phone too. But she had a reason to be on her phone. She trying to get some help. But I'm saying my thought was to help. That was the first thought, to help. Let's get that straight. Whoever it was, it didn't matter. It didn't really matter to me who it was or what skin tone they had. None of that mattered. The only thing that mattered was that they was in distress. Let's see what we can do. I'm not finna go into mechanic mode or none of that. But if I could push you, if I could get you over into a safer spot, um, we gonna do that, right? So she called. She had some help on the way, and I was there, and we both, me and the little brother, we got it. You know what I'm saying? And we got it over there. But my thing is that when I came back out the stove, the car was gone. Where did she go? Where did the baby go? Right? Somebody answered that question for me. Can you explain that to me? What happened? Where did they go? Can you answer that for me? Anybody? Whoever this video reaches, can you explain that one to me? I'll tell you this, it really doesn't matter. It don't matter where they disappear to. It doesn't matter. What matters is that what 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 went down at that moment in time, that's what mattered. See? That's what mattered. What matters is what's in the story. That's what matters. And that's what matters. Right? Me telling y'all the story. Me giving y'all the little bits and pieces, and me telling y'all, hey, the first thought was to help, or the first thought wasn't to help, or the thought, there was a thought not to help. Let's not get that twisted. The thought was not to help, but there was a thought to help, because that's my first thought anyway. To just, if I can help you, I got you. And then and as this moment was taking place, I was thinking about what that sister said, and that was a justifiable, reasonable reason for me to not. That's what I'm saying. That was my cue. That was my I was making my own mind up and reason to whether I was gonna help or not. I ain't give a damn who was in the car. Okay? But I chose otherwise. Because regardless of what the sister, and the sister is right, she's right. She definitely right. Black men don't want to, or men of my tone ain't trying to get involved, because we see what's going down. We see how ugly these sisters can and will be, right? We see how some of these sisters done turn, they turning on us, right? We see how mean and horrible they can be, horrible minded they could be, right? We see and know all this. And that's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's a fact. There are some brutal minded women out here who just mean for nothing and horrible for nothing. She could have been one of them, as far as I'm concerned. But none of that really like crossed my mind like that. It was just whether I was gonna help or not. And I did. I helped. I'm glad I helped. And I say all that because, as you can see, the sun is shining on thee. As you can, I'm not at a loss of words. I'm just trying to figure out how I wanna get this to y'all in the row, because I could give it to you any type of way. I can't make this stuff up. And it's not about me. It's about giving the glory back to the source of all sources. Because I could have not been in the path, you know what I'm saying, at that moment. I could have not been in the equation. It might not have been meant for me to help, right? We don't know tomorrow. We don't know tomorrow. We don't know next week. We don't know next month. I was just speaking on this today, this morning, as a matter of speaking. I was just speaking. You know what I'm saying? All these crystal ballers, right? You know, are you ready's? The might come up with the "Are you ready" movement. They're coming up with every other movement, so they might come up with that. But are you ready? And I challenged that mess. And no, I guess to say all that is to say you have the power. You have the power to bring to change the frequency, to change the vibe, to make whatever necessary changes that you need to make. You have the power to do it. You just got to exercise it. And no matter how much I didn't want to help, in a sense, I didn't want to be involved. I'm just trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. Our people need to realize that it's not just about us. We have to stop acting. We got to stop playing the victim role all the time. Acting like we just don't know how to get it. We act like that we seekers of the wrong attention. All right? And when we're seekers of the wrong attention, we can't focus on the attention that we need to project out and take in, if that makes sense. So the attention that you project out will be the attention that someone else may receive, right? Because you want people, pay attention, right? I'll say that quick, pay attention. So you need that attention. You need somebody's attention so you can say what you need to say, or you can illustrate whatever it is that you're trying to illustrate. You break down whatever it is you're trying to break down. But are we as a people, are we paying attention sometime to the wrong people that don't deserve your attention? I guess I say all that to say that. Who do you focus your mind time on for them to have your undivided attention? Think about everything that I just said and then think about what I'm asking now. Because you never know who gonna need your attention. You never know when your attention is going to be needed. Like today. That sister needed somebody to pay attention. You see what I'm saying? See, I didn't want this video to get to this point, but hey, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. This okay, 13, and then it's gonna be added. So